Recorded at the Mendito Amplification Annex of Maggio Music Center in Brooklyn, New York. Today, here at Mendito Amplification, we have a 2013 Splawn Nitro SS amplifier. And the first question you may ask is, why do you have it on the floor instead of on a bench? Well, this thing is so heavy that I figure gravity dictates that it can fall no further than the floor. Well, that's what I used to tell all my friends when they would get drunk. So I just didn't feel like dropping it. So right now it's on the floor, so get over it. Anyway, I got this amp to work briefly, about 20 minutes, and then it just continues to blow fuses. So I changed out the tube set. You know, I tested plate voltages or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, it's doing weird stuff. It works, then it doesn't. It blows fuses. So I'm thinking that the next step is I'm going to have to take it back apart again, which is fun because it weighs a friggin' ton. And I am going to take the electrolytic caps out of the circuit and then test them. And then I've got some nice new F&Ts. If the damn thing would focus. Here. See? So that's how my day has been going. And yesterday. You know, I love amps that they kind of don't tell you what's wrong with them, and then you can't find the schematic, and then you just have to start, going back to basics, tracing down the circuit one step at a time. So I'm gonna, I already cleaned that. That's not dust. It's kind of oxidation. But anyway, so I'm gonna take this apart again, and then I'm gonna start to pull these out of the circuit and test them. Here is the 2013 Splawn Nitro SS on the bench, out of the case. And now I'm not saying anything bad about the amplifier. It's pretty nicely made. It claims to be all handmade. I mean, yeah, you gotta hand wire all this. It's nicely done in the sockets. But, I mean, it's got a printed circuit board. So, yeah, it's 2024. And this amp was made in, I guess that's October 2013, right? So, modern times catch up with us. So not everything's going to be made point to point, or a handmade turret board or eyelet board. So yeah, it's PCB. But it's nice PCB. So I don't see any evidence of anything being burned whatsoever. The amp is a pretty nice amp. It functioned for a little while, but it's doing weird, unpredictable things. And that says to me that these electrolytic capacitors are probably on the way out or dead short on the inside. The only way... I mean, look, I have a schematic here. This is for the wrong amp. This is for a Nitro with KT88 tubes. And it has the wrong value electrolytic capacitors listed here and here, which are these. So it's completely useless. But I put it up on the screen because it gives me something to look at while I'm about to rip my hair out, trying to figure out what's going on. Anyway, so I am going to need to desolder and lift these leads out of the circuit. And yes, I drained the caps, and I'm not touching them yet. They're not charged, so I'm not going to shoot myself across the room. I'm fine. But, yeah. And I'm pointing with my middle finger. I'll point with my index finger so nobody gets offended. But yeah, so I'm going to lift those out. There's another one underneath this board, which is always so much fun when you got to pull the board out to get to the other capacitor. So I'm going to have to take half of the amplifier apart to do that. But you know, this is the channel switching effects loop. This is the effects loop. And this just is held in by these jacks. So you unscrew that and it comes out. And then you pull this out with these screws. And oh, yeah, there's another screw hidden underneath this, which is the foot switch board. So it seems that everything that's solid state and transistorized is just the switching, and I guess there's some components on this. I don't think this is in the actual signal path. I think it's a real all-tube amp in the signal path, which is nice. And yeah, you have solid state rectification. So anyway, I'm going to get back to work instead of explaining to no one, because I'm in a room by myself talking to a camera. So if I post this and the rest of the world can see it, then maybe it'll make more sense. But right now, I am just a guy talking to himself. So let me get back to work. The coffee mug is empty, so the attention span is waning. Anyway, just a quick observation. This Nitro Splawn Nitro SS amp. Now, I guess the SS in their nomenclature means that it has 6v6 tubes. So you got two 6v6 tubes. So the maximum is 22 watts. That's generous. It's probably more like 15. I don't know. Maybe it's between 15 and 20 watts. But anyway, so they've got this giant Hayboyer power transformer. And I know there's a lot of guys with the Mojo fanatics like, oh, that heavy iron is what gives it the great sound. It's a power transformer, guys. It's not the output transformer. I mean, I might agree with you. Here's a nice chunky output transformer. That might give you a nice big sound. But the power transformer, you know, the 6v6 tubes can only draw so much current. And then anything else, you can just burn them out and destroy them if you'd like. So this is not necessary. If you need exercise and you want to build your arm strength and possibly compress a disc in your lower back or something, have lumbar problems the rest of your life, go with the giant transformer. But otherwise, I don't see why the hell you would put a transformer that weighs 50 friggin' pounds in an amp with two 6v6s. I just don't get it. Here I'm taking the capacitors out of the circuit, starting the amp back up again, trying to diagnose what's going on, turning it off, changing capacitors. I'm doing this without taking video so that I don't electrocute myself. I found the problem and I already fixed it. So this capacitor was bad, and it was causing a direct short as soon as you turn on the standby. So that one was right there, and I had to remove it out of the circuit. That one I removed out of the circuit first, and I still had a problem. And then when I removed this one, it solved the problem. And I had tagged in these guys with alligator clip test leads, and the amp worked great. So now the amp works fine. There's one more electrolytic capacitor, and it's down under there, under this mess. So I'm going to test my skills without disassembling the entire amplifier and see if I can get that. And just for some reference, that's the bad capacitor bulging out there. So it's supposed to look flat like that one, which is in a visually okay shape. The capacitance tested correct, but I changed it anyway because, I mean, come on, who doesn't? So now, can I get this guy out without destroying the amplifier? Here it is. That's a question. Let's see if I can answer that question. Well, I don't really have a lot of room to work, but I was able to pull it out from the top here. And, you know, maybe I'll make this work without either breaking something or causing myself many more hours of work and aggravation. We will see. Well, I got the old one out. I think I can do this. I would just like to point out that doing this kind of work, it takes a special combination of self-confidence and extreme self-loathing to be able to do this. So if you meet those requirements, you can fix amplifiers as well. How does one accomplish this ridiculous feat? Well, you use your helping hands alligator gooseneck thing and a ruler. You push the wires aside and it worked. It's not the most elegant solder joint I've ever done, but it's not bad. And clean it up. It's shiny, hot solder joint. It's good. We're calling it. It's done. Okay. 3 new dual canned electrolytic capacitors. Okay, it's on. It goes on. Let's see if this pops a fuse. Oh, it still works. Still works. Hey! We have repaired the Splon Nitro SS amplifier. I would like to know what SS, I guess they call it Super Sport, like an old Chevy, but I don't know why that would mean 6v6 tubes, and why you would have such an enormous power transformer for 2 little 6v6 tubes. Listen, you can ask the guys at Splon. But what I do know is that this amp is fixed. And, yeah, you know, those blue F&T capacitors popping up there, it might not be as pretty as the black ones that they had, but, you know, this is black garbage. So, hey, we are done. Sorry I left the air conditioner on, but it's hot in here. Before I regret putting this all back together and not taking a few more photos and a video, here is the Splon. It is repaired. 2 new F&T dual stage can capacitors over there. They're 50 microfarad by 50 microfarad at 500 volts. And then there's another one that's under the board here that I already assembled, but yeah, I took photos and videos of that previously. So, the amplifier works. I am going to reassemble it, which is a real pain in the ass, because for some reason these captured, caged nuts, whatever you want to call them, they like to dance around and the screws don't line up. I already went through this once, and this thing weighs a ton for what it is. It's ridiculous. But, so I'm going to do that, and I'm not going to video myself doing that, because it's miserable. And, yeah, I will take a video when this is complete. I would just like to point out that the proper tool for lining up the amplifier in the case and screwing the bolts in from beneath here is a folding chair. A vintage 1980s folding chair. That's how you get this done. Thank you very much for watching. Please take a moment to like our video and to subscribe to our channel. You can give us a call, write us an email, or check us out at menditoamps.com. We will have more videos coming to you very soon from the Mendito Amplification Annex of Maggio Music Center in Brooklyn, New York.